Hey and welcome. Let me talk in this video about comparable. Comparable is one of most important questions you may get when you go to a job interview. The idea behind comparable is sorting the objects. So if you have an array list, you want to sort it, you just say collections.sort, you will erase that, you will be able to sort that array list. So what if you have list of objects, how to sort them? So let me go discuss in details what's the problem and how to fix it. So if I just create new Kotlin class, I will name it comparable, okay? And here I will get my main class. So suppose you have array list. So I will define I have variable list of names. This is just array list. You have it. It should be array list of string, okay? So array list of string. So suppose you have a list of names and you want to sort them. So my names should be, the first one should be list of names dot add. I would suppose I have Jenna. Then let me just add 3 more names, okay? And the second one should be Leia, and third one should be Hussein. So to print these names, you just say for each, is that right? For each, so you do for each element. So I say for every name. So I say every name in the list of names, okay? So every name in this list of names, I won't just print that name. He will print for you the list of names. So just say run, he will show you list of names. So Jenna, Leia, whatever, they one is very near because I didn't say print line, so he print them in one line. So run back, I have Jenna, Leia, whatever, Hussein. So this is before sort. So I say, if I say print line, I say this one is before sort. So what if I want to print them after sort? So suppose I have another work, I want to print, okay? I want to print these data after I be able to sort them. So say after sort. So what you do after sort? So easily to sort this array list element, you say collection dot sort. Okay, collections dot sort. Okay. So and you give it the list of names. Very easy. Just these two command, and you just, if you try to print the names again, you will see them ordered. So if I just run it, and I will see the first time he will say before sort, he give me print 3 names. So before sort I have this 3 names, Jenna, Leia, Hussein. After sort I have Hussein, Jenna, Leia. I sort them according ascending order. So collection.sort will be able to sort any collection elements. If you want to sort array, you will say arrays.sort. So collection.sort or arrays.sort sort the objects depend on the comparable method. So what I mean by that, I mean string already have comparable method inside that class that allows to compare one object with the next object to be able to do to sort the objects. So what if you want to if you suppose you have a class, okay, and this class name it person, and this person have 2 information. The first variable should be the name, and you suppose the name is string, okay, and the second variable you supposed to be age, and the age is integer, okay. And this class is just simple class, have person, name, and age, and you want to have list of the persons. So here you will not be, you don't have to add just person. You say person, the name, and you are required to enter the age for the person. So let me suppose the first person is 3 years, and I have another person which is Jenna, and she has a Leia, she has age 1 year, and the third person is Hussein, and he has age, let me say 28. Okay, this is 3 persons. Now when you print them, you will not print them as a name, you print them as a person, and every person have 2 information. One of them is name of the person, And the second information is the age of the person. So you say print person.age. So to be clear, you say name, okay, and age, same thing. You have too many ways you could do it in any way that you would like. This, I would say, this is the easiest way. And same thing, you do it for the second one when you want to print the persons. But the problem, you see, collection is not able to sort this list. Why? Because this is list type of the person, and person here is not a comparable object. So this sort algorithm doesn't know how to sort this object and this object with this object. Let's suppose you want to sort them according age. So to do that thing, you need to implement interface, which is name it comparable. Okay, comparable, you compare it with what? With another person. So it should be same name of the class. So you compare this object with another object. If you see, he gives me, hey, you need you are required to implement a method, missing method. So I say, okay, I know what method I need to implement. My method should be function or override function, and the function name it comparable, this one. So he just give it to me. So to do, he say need to implement. So when I add this method or this method is responsible to compare this object that I have it, name and age, with another object, which is another person. So suppose when Hussein come to this algorithm, collection sort, you get, for example, Hussein and Jannah. So if the class owner is Hussein, so Hussein will have this information and Jannah will be in this one. So now you want to compare them. This method expects three results. If you return 0, that means two elements is equal. If you return false, minus, that means the first element is less than the second element. If you return positive data, if you return negative data, that means the first one less than the second one. If you return positive data, that means the first one is greater than the second one. So I would suppose, okay, I will return my age, or this class dot age. You could say this dot age minus other dot age. That means I'm comparing myself with another one. Now if you go here, you will see the collection is fixed. So now when he come here, he say, okay, let me suppose he have the owner is Hussein with Jannah. So Hussein, how old he is? 28. Jannah is a 3, so 28 minus a 3 is positive value. That means Hussein is greater than Jannah, so he will add Hussein after Jannah. This means ascending order. So if you see, he will arrange the data according ascending order. If you see here, I have name Jannah, Leah, Hussein. If you see Jannah 3, 1, 28, this is before sort. After sort, you have 1, 3, 28. Leah, Jannah, Hussein. If I want sort them to descending order, okay, just reverse this. So now what he will do, he will compare to object, but he do the opposite. So he will start from 28, 3, 1. Why? Because I did the opposite comparison between the objects. So if you see 28, Hussein, Jannah 3, Leah 1. So all the idea behind comparable is just you add feature to your object. So the person object doesn't have feature ability to compare with other object. You just add comparable, so you'll be able to compare himself with the next object. You have to know comparables don't require only to have one line in it. You could add as much as you could in this one. Maybe you want to compare more than one feature, like name, age, whatever, according the way that you want to just implement it, and you should be fine. So hopefully this video you was able to understand everything here. So thank you for watching and see you next.